Welcome YouTube. In this video I am jumping off of a very interesting video I saw recently of someone who was looking to buy a Hank Aaron rookie from 1954 Topps, and he made a video that showed what he would have to sell in order to purchase a PSA 2 or PSA 3 of the 1954 Topps Hank Aaron, which was about $2,000 or $3,000. And he had about 21 cards that he needed to sell. There was a 1971 Topps Nolan Ryan in a SGC 7, and then a bunch of other cards, Willie Mays, Hank Aaron, a bunch of cards that he needed to sell to clear the money for that to be able to get into the Aaron. And it got me thinking I would do this quick video about what Michael Jordan 1986 Fleer stickers I would need to sell in order to get, like, I've owned lots of Fleer sticker 1986 Jordan. I just sold one yesterday. It was a PSA 6 that I sold for $1,100. And I just won this one for $900, and that's usually what I do. I'm able to make like a couple $100 on these. If I search my history, you'll see I've purchased a bunch of them. There's a BGS 6.5, PSA 6. This one was a PSA 5. This was a PSA 5. This is all in February. This is a PSA 7 in February, a PSA 6 in February, a PSA 6 in February, and then it goes back to January. But just this month alone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's just on eBay. I've also won on Alt and on Golden. I've also won some Jordan stickers. Here's this February 22nd. Oh no, that's not my comp. This was in December that I got this one, a PSA 6. I have it listed for sale. And there was one that I purchased on Golden. But let's see. Here's a BGS 6. I got this one from Golden. It's a really nice one, very well centered. I paid over $1,000 for this one, which is a little high for a BGS 6, but if you see how well centered it is, it's like perfectly centered. And then I have this PSA 6 and this PSA 7 right now, plus the ones that I just purchased. But I've never owned anything above a 7. I've never owned an 8, and I've never owned a 9. And I keep track of, let's see, I keep track of the Jordan sticker price, so I know what they go for. Here's the PSA 9. So they actually range quite a bit, from 4,500 is the lowest, all the way into the 6,000s. There's one 6,500. But I could potentially try to get a 9 for maybe 5,000, something like that. And then you look at the PSA 8s, and they're going in the low 2,000s, starting at 2,000, but nothing under 2,000 for a PSA 8. Everything's right around from 2,000 to 2,500. So if I could try to get a PSA 8. I have one right now that I have my eye on Gixxon. I have a snipe here for 2,200, so try to get that one. And then I guess I would just have to let go of two sixes for about 1,100 a piece. and that would cover my price for the 8. And if I were to try to get a 9 for 5,000, I would need to sell the 2 6s for 1,000 a piece, the 7 for at least 1,500. I would need to get at least 1,500. I think the 7s go for, here they go for up all the way up to 1,800 or 2,000. Here's one that went for 2,000. It really depends on the centering and the corners and stuff like that, but the 7s somewhere around, like, obviously between 1,000 and 2,000. The 6 is around 1,000. The 8 is around 2,000, but it's more like above 2,000, and the 7 is in between. So call it around 1,500 is what you'd be looking to pay for a 7. So if I wanted to get a 9 for 5,000, I would have to sell like 2 7s and 2 6s, which right now I have a 7, I have 2 6s. Do I have another 7 on alt? What do I have? I have a 6 on alt. Do I have a... I don't even think I have another 7 right now. Let's see what I have on PSA. Do I have a Jordan on PSA? No, I don't even have a Jordan on PSA. But I like this video a lot just because it's it really makes you think. Like, it's hard to let go of stuff like this. The Vince Carter 1998 SP Authentic is another one that I collect, like the sticker Jordan. And it's hard to think of letting those go, but if you think of it in terms of trading up for something bigger, and what you would have to let go of to get that. Like, I recently got a PSA 10 of the Vince Carter, and I didn't have one. I didn't have one previously. So I'm thinking like maybe I need to let go of some of the lower grade copies that I have. So I have this one that's going to auction that's a PSA 9, but I paid over $500 for the PSA 10, and I actually lost out on another PSA 10 that wound up going for closer to 600. So a lot of these cards that I have, like about $200 worth for these cards, into these cards, are like in the high. This is 180, 190, 230. So around $200 a piece for these cards. So I'm thinking, like, if I'm gonna start getting PSA 10s, I'm gonna have to be willing to let go of some of these, and then just in terms of, just you can apply this principle in general, like say like Nico Iamaleava. I don't want to sell all of my Nico Iamaleava cards because I'm still holding out hope that he will work out as a prospect, and that his card prices will go up hopefully this year, and going into the draft in 2027. So I have all of these Nico Iamaleava cards, but at the same time, maybe I could be willing to let go of some of these or send some of these to auction, and think of it in terms of putting your money into bigger cards of that player that you want to collect or hold on to. And so maybe I don't need to hold all of my Nico Iamaleava cards, but I can get rid of some of the lower tier ones, and like this one here is 1 of 1 PSA 10. So if I want to think of it as like I'm putting my Nico money into the PSA 10 1 of 1s, and I'm going to hold those, but I'm going to let go of, like, say this Leaf card that's out of 99. I sent this one to auction, so I'm willing to let go of that one and take a loss on it. But I'm thinking of it in terms of redirecting that money and putting it into just the bigger cards. Or even if you were to think of it as buying new ones, maybe I would buy his Bowman First autos and let go of the Leaf, like the unlicensed ones. So if I were to sell this, and this for $20 a piece or something like that, those 4, and then buy one $100 Bowman First auto, like I have, let me see, in the PSA vault. I have this one here. This is a PSA 10. It's $100, and it's Bowman First. Let's see if it lets me click on it. It's not letting me click on it. Okay, so it's a Bowman First auto, and it's PSA 10, and it's numbered out of 150. So, and even from when I paid $100, even that, it's down. They're saying it's worth about 70 now. But would I rather have this one? Would I rather put 70 of my collecting dollars into a card like this that's a Bowman First? And if it means that I could get another one of those and sell these 2022 Leaf autos, even though I'm taking huge losses on those. But if I could sell this one, and this one, and get another one of the Bowman PSA 10s, then yeah, I would probably rather have a Bowman PSA 10. So I'm thinking about it that way, and just moving from many cards to fewer cards. And so I'm doing that with the Nico Iamaleavas, the Michael Jordan stickers. The goal for me now is to get a PSA 8 or a PSA 9 of the Jordan stickers, which I've never owned before, and I think that would be really cool. And obviously, it would be cooler to get a PSA 10, but I don't think that's within reach for me yet. Let's see what those go for in a PSA 10. 60,000, 50,000, 55,000, 40,000. So that is just not within reach for me now, but that could be like a medium range goal for me, like maybe in a few years, like a few years from now, that could be like a big goal for me to get a PSA 10 Jordan sticker. But just one step at a time. Right now, I would like to get a PSA 8 or a PSA 9. I also have a bid on a Jordan sticker in an SGC 9, which I don't mind. Like I'm not like a PSA purist. It's more about getting a high grade copy. So I'm already outbid on this one actually. So, but I think I can increase my bid a bit. This will go up to 25. Increase my bid because the PSA 9s are going for 5,000, so I think I'm good bidding up to 2,500 on this, and there's still a week left, so I'm not super optimistic about getting that card. But let me know what you think about this concept that I pulled from the Hank Aaron guy. I still have more Michael Jordan stickers coming in right now. Like, I just paid for these this morning. These are PSA, this is a PSA 6 and a BGS 6, but I'm looking to hopefully get out of those quickly and move up to an 8 or a 9. And right now I have about a handful of Jordan stickers, and I would prefer to have one PSA 9 rather than a handful of 6s and 7s. So let me know what you think about that, and thanks for watching the video.